everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Ronda. I'm also known as the Sparkly One. Today I'm going to be showing you how I painted my table and chairs. This is a huge table with 8 chairs and they're large, as you can tell. And it took me about a week to finish this project. And I painted it. It went from natural wood to this. I did not prime it at all. The paint does have a primer in it. So if you stay tuned, you're going to see how I did it from start to finish. Hi everyone. Okay, so I am actually on day 3 of these chairs and I have taken out all of the studs on the back of the chairs. I have tons and tons of nail heads that I've had to pry out with my pliers. I've had to use these pliers. I've pinched myself about 10 times with these things. But what I would do is I would take, on the back of the chairs, these are the cushions, as you can see, but I would take my pliers and I would grab the stud and I'd twist and pull and yank them out. And on this trim right here, there's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Every 5th stud that you see here is actually like a pin. So it's a nail head and they're hammered in. So I'm prying them off, trying to get the trim off the chairs. I'm probably going to be taking this off of here too, and I might be putting it back on. But what I was going to do is I was going to recover these seats. But the back of the chairs, I have 8 chairs, so that's 16 pieces because each chair has 2 sides, and so there's one on the back and one on the front, and then the cushion. So what I did is I went and I bought fabric because I was at Joann Fabrics and I saw this vinyl and I thought this would be perfect for my table and chairs. So I ended up buying it, and it's like a pewter color vinyl. Now the vinyl was $9 a yard. And I figured I'd need at least 10 yards to do all my chairs. And I honestly don't think it's going to be enough. And I had to go to 2 stores to get 13 yards. And I still honestly don't think that is going to be enough, especially the way that they're cut on the bolt. So on the bolt, they only had a 2.5 yard, a 2.5 yard, and an 8 yard. So I was not too happy about that, but when I got it home and I looked at it, I realized I really do love the color. It goes with my chandelier in my room, and we're gonna paint the table and chairs all white. And then I thought this would be really pretty as the upholstered part of the chair. But as it turns out, I can't get them off of the chair. I'll insert a picture here and I'll show you what I mean. They're all stapled in. I can't get the staples out. I think they were glued, they put glue over them because of these studs that were on there. They had to glue these down. And so it's just been a nightmare. So instead of taking off the fabric, I'm gonna actually paint the fabric. And it's actually a vinyl, so that probably won't be so bad, but I will be using the Annie Sloan chalk paint. And I've seen all kinds of tutorials on it and stuff, and nobody's done vinyl, so this should be, you know, this is a test. So I'm not sure how it's gonna turn out. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish pulling out all the studs on the back of the chair and on the front of the chair and on these seat cushions. And then I'm gonna paint the table and chairs. That's gonna take me forever. And these are big chairs, so once I do that, then I will go to the next step. But I wanted to show you I made a pattern out of aluminum foil, and once I made the pattern, I cut out a test sample of a fabric, and this was just an old sheet that I had, so I have a pattern. Now, even though I have a pattern, it's still not perfect, so I need to cut it out of a sturdier paper and get the right size of my pattern. But I probably won't be doing that anymore because I'm gonna just paint the fabric instead. But I just wanted to show you that it's easy to make your own pattern with aluminum foil for anything that needs to be molded. So anyway, I thought I would share that tip with you. So after you roll it on, you have to actually go in with the brush into all these crevices. So it could be a lot more time consuming than you think, but it's so worth it in the end. So just keep doing it. Keep putting that paint on and just brushing it in. Hi everyone. Okay, so I am on day 6 of this painting fiasco. It is a lot of painting to do. I definitely feel like I'm making progress finally. I got all of the chairs done. I still just have to screw on the chair seats to the frames. But I finally got them done. That took me so long. I'm gonna say it took 4 days just to do the chairs. So now I'm going to be going onto the table, and I will probably need 2 to 3 coats depending on how much of the dark comes through. So I'm not priming, I'm not sanding. The paint does have a primer in it, so that is what I'm depending on. I never really sand anything. I doubt that the paint will ever scratch off. You know, occasionally it might be bumped into just like any other you know, dining table or chairs. The paint eventually will chip in certain spots, but that's not a worry. I don't really care. But I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start on this table, and it's a big table. It's probably 8 feet by 4 feet or somewhere around there. So I hope it doesn't take me forever. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna fast forward through it all so you can see in a time lapse. So anyway, I will talk to you soon when it's all done, so keep watching. Also, I just wanted to show you real quick what I do when I'm painting, so I never have to wash my brushes. So I've done this for 6 days so far. So I just take a Ziploc and I zip up until the little area right here where I close it up. I zip that up, and it stores my paintbrushes, keeps them moist. Just make sure you have some paint on them before you put them in here. And you will never have to clean your brushes. I don't know about you, but at the end of all of my painting, I just throw these foam rollers away. There's no sense in cleaning them. It takes way too much water. And so I just store them like this until I'm completely done with my project, and then I'll throw them away and I'll buy new ones. As far as the brush is concerned, I usually do clean my brush. This is an Alkyd paint, which is water-based, and I can clean them. I'm not exactly sure how good they're gonna clean since I've never used this paint before. And I'll try to wash it afterwards, otherwise I'll probably end up buying a new brush. But anyway, I just thought this is the perfect tip to show you, because you don't have to wash anything in between or clean your brushes. Just store them in here and zip them up tight, and they're good to go the next day. This paint spout, oh my gosh, it's so amazing. I should have used this years ago. I loved this. You just snap it on. I hammered it on so I knew it was on snug, and it's such an easy pour spout. Look at this. You just pour it out. Look at that. So easy. I love it. And you just go ahead and get your roller out of the Ziploc. It's all good to go. Put that aside. And get your paintbrush, your roller, nice and wet. And I'll probably end up starting, I think I'll start over here. Since I'm right-handed, it's probably just going to be easier to roll side all the way back and forth, I think. So I'm just going to pull out my brush, get that ready. Okay, you ready for this? Hope I am too. Okay. Here we go. Oh my goodness. No turning back now. Oh, actually, I think this will probably be easier. Just kind of roll it on. Look at that. So I'm just trying to do one coat just to get it on here. And then each coat, I mean, it dries pretty quickly. So as long as I have one coat on there and it provides the base coat. So what do you think? I completely finished the table and chairs. There were 8 chairs and the table. 10-foot table, 8 chairs. A lot of work. I also had this big picture frame here with a chalkboard in it, and it was a cream color and it didn't match the white at all, so I just went over it with a dry brush technique with the same paint. So this looks so much better, brightened up the room. This room looks amazing. Guys, subscribe, like, and share this video. I know other people will want to know what paint I used and how I did it, so here it is. So have a good day. Thanks for watching. Bye.